Welcome to the challenge of Luke and Niall in sports trivia. Today is the last day of spring 2018, and we're hoping that one of the kids springs ahead in their knowledge of sports trivia and wins this. Representing Desert Ridge High School is Nile Hesson.
0 for 1 in the
Nile Wave. And then representing Gilbert Classical Academy, Lucas Hesson, who refuses to comb his hair this summer. Pretty much an embarrassment to the family, Luke. Alright, so I'm the judge and jury. If there's any disputes on the answers or questions, I will decide when the questions end. Luke, will you keep score as well as your on your pad too? Alright, so sports trivia begins now. Question number 1. Who did the Minnesota Twins beat in the 1991 World Series? What team did the Minnesota Twins defeat in the 1991 World Series? Lucas?
Atlanta Braves?
Atlanta Braves is correct. Niall also says the Braves.
I didn't know if it was that.
1-1. Second question. The Minnesota Twins beat the St. Louis Cardinals in what World Series? What year did the Minnesota Twins beat the St. Louis Cardinals? Niall? 1987?
What happened in 1987?
You both are correct. 2-0 on your Twins World Series trivia. Good job by both of you. You've been
I knew it was in the 80s.
well trained. It's also the year I graduated from the University of Iowa with high honors.
That was a good guess. I was going to say 86.
Next question, we move on to baseball.
We were on baseball.
We continue on with baseball. How many home runs did Roger Maris hit in 1961? How many home runs did Roger Maris hit? It was a record at the time, before the steroid era.
Know that guy is.
Niall? 56, incorrect. Lucas?
71.
No, it's 61. He hit 61 in 1961.
At least I was close.
What team did he play for? Doesn't
York
count.
Yankees.
This is, yes, correct on the Yankees.
Again, I don't know who that guy is.
Well, you need to brush up on your...
New York Yankees, 1961.
Okay, next question. What collegiate team has won the most NCAA men's basketball tournaments in history? What team has won the most NCAA basketball tournaments? Whose turn to show first?
I'm writing.
What school are you ready?
Luke, we don't need a paragraph.
University of California, Los Angeles, also known as UCLA.
That is correct. Niall is wrong. North Carolina is not a bad guess, but UCLA won 11 national championships.
3-2.
What's the score now? 3-2. Lucas? Full count is full.
We got 2-6.
I don't know.
Yes, Luke.
Who has scored the most points in NBA history? What person has scored the most points in NBA history?
I'm only gonna write the first one.
It's his turn.
Niall?
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Is correct. Nice job. I didn't know if you guys would get that or not.
Wait, what? Oh no, it's 4.
We have lost full count. It's now 4-3. Lucas is holding on to a 1-point lead. What NBA team did Larry Bird play for?
Boston Celtics.
It is correct.
That was kind of obvious.
Well, some of these are easy, some
You should have
aren't.
said the college. I know that one. Indiana State.
Not that way.
Who is the NFL all-time leading rusher? Who is the leading rusher in the NFL history?
What's his name?
That's why it's Trivia Quest.
I forgot his first name. Oh, I know
Who goes first?
it. Luke.
Barry Sanders.
Barry Sanders is not correct.
Walter Payton.
Is also not correct. Luke mentioned Barry Sanders earlier. Ironically enough, He ranked 3rd on the all-time list of rushing.
Wow.
What team did he play for? What team did Barry Sanders play for? Niall? Lions? Luke, what do you say? You both are correct.
What's the score?
6-5.
6-5, Lucas.
We're at 2-11.
The next question is, what NHL player was known as the Great One? What NHL player? Give me the name of the NHL player.
Wayne Gretzky.
We'll give you
Gretzky.
Wayne. We'll give you Wayne, assuming
Wayne.
you knew it was a great.
Wayne Gretzky.
Typically, you want to do the last name and not the first
I
name.
didn't know how to spell it, so I didn't even
That
bother.
doesn't matter.
Spelling is not. This is not a spelling quiz, so as long as we know, it's good
That
enough.
is to follow.
What team did Wayne Gretzky play for?
Holy part did you say?
One of 2 answers will be acceptable. One of 2 answers will work.
Nah, you're right.
Oilers.
Oilers.
That is correct. We've also accepted LA Kings.
How many questions do we have left?
I don't know.
Wait,
I'm down 1.
is it 7-6?
It's about 8 or 9.
8 or 9 left?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
What was the name of the Minnesota's NHL team prior to being the Wild?
You were gonna say the answer.
What was the name of the NHL team prior to being called the Wild?
How many seconds do I have?
10.
So I think this is actually baseball.
Senators.
That is baseball and
North
incorrect.
Stars! Oh, I knew that!
They clearly didn't.
What happened to the North Stars?
They got
killed.
eliminated.
They did not get eliminated.
They got
They moved to what city?
Minneapolis. St.
Dallas.
Paul.
Dallas, where they became simply the Stars. Who is the all-time leading scorer for the Minnesota Timberwolves? What player is the all-time leading scorer for the Minnesota Timberwolves?
Kevin Garnett.
Correct.
Kevin Garnett.
Correct.
I scared.
What was his nickname?
The
KG.
G.
That or the big ticket?
Tickets. Still up 2.
What's the score, Luke?
9-7.
We got a 9-7 lead by Lucas Hesson,
No, we
representing Gilbert Classical Academy. Next question. Where did Adrian Peterson play college football?
Yeah, I might go be down 1 now.
Where did Adrian Peterson play college football?
Good. Luke just looked at my answer.
Luke, what do you say? Clemson is not correct. And Niall is correct with Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plain.
I was gonna say Arizona. For some reason, I thought they said like it's back in his.
Should've brought it garbage.
3 questions left.
Q16. Wait,
Who cares?
9-8 score.
1 point lead by Lucas. If this goes into a tiebreaker, I'm going to have to panically come up with a question. What team has won the most Stanley Cups? Which team
Oh, I know this.
has won the most Stanley Cups? Niall, what do you say?
LA Kings.
Is not correct.
Montreal Canadiens.
Is correct. Luke gets another 2-point lead with 2 questions to go. Interestingly enough, they have 11 Stanley Cups, which was the answer to how many UCLA basketball championships
Now, you have
UCLA
to get
won.
both of these right, and I have to get them both
Luke, I
right.
don't want to hear it.
Well, you can hear it.
Question whatever.
17.
What team does Chris Dunn currently play for? What team does Chris Dunn
He got traded.
currently
You
play
can see.
for?
Shoot. He just got traded.
Then I'm
Trying
wrong.
to mess with it.
Oh. Yeah, too. He's got it wrong.
Like,
Lucas is wrong with the Lakers. And Niall is correct with the Chicago Bulls. He's pulled within 1 with 1 question remaining Can you feel the excitement in the air, folks? This is a neck and neck battle.
If I get this right, it's
It
over.
would only be closer
we
if
did
you were
it,
all
did it.
tied. All right, the last question. Which two teams played in the NCAA National Championship basketball game this past season? Which two teams were in the championship game?
Oh no, I know one of them.
Well, I know one of them too. Actually, I know both of them.
Oh, I do. Never mind.
Dang it.
Will Lucas hold on and keep the lead, or will
How?
Daddy have to come up with a
Al,
tiebreaker?
would you like to go first?
You go first,
You go
guys.
first.
Okay, fine. Michigan and Villanova.
Correct. Michigan and Villanova is correct. Lucas wins by 1. Well played, boys. You did better than I thought you would have done.
Okay, just because of that, you're picking up all the paper.
Make sure it doesn't go into the gigantic cement pond.